Do you think it's making a point, Scott?
Well, yeah, he was making a point. I mean,
point?
why shouldn't the president? Why shouldn't the president use a made-up video to respond to a rally that has a made-up reason? I mean, it's a non-existent reason. We don't have a monarchy in this country. We have a presidency won by Donald Trump, who won the popular vote, who won the Electoral College, who won all the swing states.
That's Republican Scott Jennings calling out the liberal meltdown over the No Kings protests as CNN's panel loses it over Trump daring to joke about their performative and suspiciously orchestrated tantrums. Welcome to Nerk News, I'm Nerkish, and if you're looking for the best bits of establishment media without sitting through hours of liberal propaganda, you've come to the right place, because it looks like the Democrats' latest resistance rally might have just backfired harder than a CNN fact check. I mean, when your movement is defined by bingo night energy and reject theater kid outrage, you're not fighting tyranny, you're fighting reality. Here's Jennings dismantling the circus live on CNN.
It posted this AI-generated video at one point depicting him wearing a crown and flying a fighter jet that dumped human waste over protesters. It's something that was a big topic here on Capitol Hill today, at least, and Speaker Johnson was asked about it, and this is what he had to say.
The president uses social media to make a point. You can argue he's probably the most effective person who's ever used social media for that. He is using satire to make a point.
We have a democracy. People voted and they elected the president, and the only thing they're mad about is that he is lawfully executing the office of the presidency and enforcing laws that have been on the books for a long time. So he made up a video, they made up a reason to have a rally, and I think it was kind of funny, to be honest with you.
They feel like their president is not listening to them and frankly in some instances has said we're the enemy simply because we disagree with them. You're saying that's not a good use of time. You're criticizing these people who went out to be Americans and say they love their country and want their president to listen to them. That's not a good use of time. That's outrageous.
Well, no, I mean, normal people were spending time with their family and watching college football. I don't care how they spend their time. If they want to go out, if they want to go out and protest, be my guest. They're welcome to do it, and I don't really care whether they do it or not. But I just happen to think if I were Democrats, I would rather have directed that energy into the campaigns that are going on this year instead of marching around the way they did. But listen, you guys spend your time however you want. It's a free country, not a monarchy.
You know, while CNN melted down over Trump's meme, MSNBC tried to turn the No Kings protest into a national uprising, hyping the Boston rally as a 100,000-strong movement. Then people on X started calling them out for reusing footage from 2017, and conveniently, MSNBC deleted their post. The Democrats and the No Kings crowd claimed millions were proudly marching, but turnout in most places barely filled a stadium parking lot. Not to mention that the whole thing was low energy and wrapped up so early that participants still had time to catch the early bird special and old reruns of Matlock. I mean, the PR couldn't be better for Trump because it was mostly old liberal women wandering around mumbling about democracy and mindlessly cheering while people soft-pedaled more violent rhetoric and threats, which the media naturally ignored or downplayed like it was no big deal.
Liberals gathered to protest a non-existent monarchy in a country that, well, if it did have a king, certainly would not permit massive protest rallies. A lot of unhinged folks who harbor hate and dark thoughts in their hearts were on hand. Listen to this crazy lady in Maine. She had a specific birthday present in mind for herself.
So this is your birthday, so you came out on your birthday, you thought it was important. Tell me why.
Absolutely, because I have two little boys who deserve a bright future of freedom and democracy, and this is a nightmare that I'm living in, and I'm here to make a difference and to be loud and proud, and there's no other way I'd want to celebrate my birthday than with my parents and my best friend fighting for our country.
So for a birthday present, what do you hope happens? You wake up tomorrow morning.
I hope that I see the obituary that we're all waiting for tomorrow. That's what I hope for.
Yeah. you wishing that President Trump is dead?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Now, these sorts of people popped up at these No Kings rallies all over the country, issuing thinly veiled desires for violence against Republicans, against the president. Here's another one, even worse.
Who are you going to kill?
Nazis.
Who do you define as a Nazi?
What do you mean? It's pretty...
In this context, who's a Nazi? Stephen Miller's an option.
So you're gonna kill Stephen Miller?
If I had the chance, yeah, I would.
I don't know if that's something I'd say on camera, bro.
Right below the surface, the desire to commit violence against political enemies, to wish for their deaths. It is infecting the liberal grassroots at far higher rates than the media wants you to believe. In Virginia, it has infected their candidates for high office. As you know, their attorney general candidate, the Democrats, has expressed a desire for his Republican political opponents to be shot in the head and to see their children die in the arms of their mother. You ought to remember that when you hear someone tell you that both sides needs to turn down the temperature.
You know, when protesters are literally wishing Trump dead and talking about attacking Republicans, that's not democracy. That's derangement, and it's anti-American. Fox News even confirmed multiple threats and violent symbolism on site. Yet establishment media brushed it off as isolated incidents, proving Jennings' point. The real danger isn't Trump's jokes, it's the Democrats normalizing hate while pretending to defend decency. It's a brutal reminder that the loudest moralists are often the most unhinged, and why the Democrat Party needs to be completely dismantled and rebuilt from the ground up. Because in their current state, their ideas are antithetical to the values of this country, and they shouldn't be allowed anywhere near political power. But let me know what you think. Did Scott Jennings just expose how desperate and dangerous the No Kings protests really were? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That stuff really does help us out. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Thanks for watching. Bye.